Hi, my name is Josh Rosenfeld, and I'm going to be talking about how a business model like Supreme can be used in the hospitality industry. So, I'm a hospitality major and I work in special events. My company that I work for, 13th Street Cocktails, we build mobile bars out of old horse trailers and other restored vehicles like RVs. We then bring the setup that the customer chooses to their event and then we bartend for them. So during the pandemic, with the events industry virtually shut down, my boss had to figure out a way to make money. And since we build most of our bars out of wood, we have a quote unquote wood dealer. And this dealer is a sawmill, which uses a saw that our company purchased initially. So we have a deal with the mill to give us a discount price on everything we need. And with all of our summer events being canceled, my boss figured that we should start delivering some of our homemade cocktails to people's doorsteps. In addition to all these cocktails that we love to make, we have extra wood laying around so we can build boxes with everything needed to make a bunch of cocktails and deliver those boxes. Now, due to Pennsylvania liquor laws, we can only sell the mixes and not the liquor itself, but during the pandemic, Philly has allowed some exceptions where we can deliver some of the liquor. So we sell two different boxes. The first box contains a margarita mix with Haitian curacao, fresh lime, and agave. It contains a homemade tonic with 22 herbs and spices, and it also contains a East Indian Old Fashioned with garam masala and demerara syrup, and it also contains some homemade habanero bitters. This first box goes for $150, and the second box contains everything from the first box that I just detailed, but with two extra cocktail mixes for $199. Each box also contains a shaker set like this, a measurement jigger, and a long mixing spoon like this. And everything from the mixers, the tonics, the bitters, and even the box is homemade. And not only do we deliver these nest boxes, we also take random jobs from people who want furniture like tables and chairs built. Everything we make is of the highest quality, and our woodwork is very well done, but it still keeps a rustic quality to it. And this brings me to the Supreme business model and how I think it can be implemented into my industry. So Supreme started as a small skate shop in 1994 selling streetwear-inspired hoodies and shirts. They really built their fame and fortune off of pop culture influenced designs and common collaboration with other companies and big designers. This grew the demand for their product while they kept a limited supply. Another way that Supreme grew their demand was by only releasing each drop of clothing once, so if you miss it, you're not going to find it on the shelves next month. Because they did this, it caused a huge resale market on their products, which gave customers the ability to make their own money by collecting and reselling the limited items, since the resale value is much higher than the initial value. Because of that, this means that Supreme will be splitting profits with their customers if the customers can make even more money on their own clothing. In the article, Why Supreme's Business Model Probably Won't Work for You, the author Max Doblin explains that Supreme has never gone into large retail stores, and since they've avoided becoming a sellout, their products always sell out. He says the reason that this business model won't work for most people is because demand must outweigh the supply to such a great amount, but you have to also accept that people will always sell your product on the resale market if it has that much hype around it. Since I believe this article is aimed at other clothing store owners, I thought, why can't this model be brought into the hospitality industry? The reason Doblin stated for the model not working was the possibility of having to split your profits with customers due to the resale market. But what if you couldn't resell something because you consumed it? Two companies in hospitality that I love that use a similar limited supply business model are Angelo's Pizzeria. As many of you guys might know, gained a ton of hype from a 9.1 score from Barstool and Dave Portnoy. But before the hype, they always had a limited supply of their bread each day. And they bake some of the best bread in the country, and they only have a certain amount every day. So since the quality is so excellent and there is a lot of hype, and they do sell out every day, it's basically a race for the customers to get a sandwich or a pizza before they're gone for the day. Another company that I love is 1-900 Ice Cream. It's a ice cream company that I believe is already executing this business model, and they do also have a cult-like following. They own a warehouse in Philadelphia where they make ice cream with locally sourced ingredients, and their business is also direct to consumer, cutting out any middleman from cutting into their profits. Every week they create 4 different and unique flavors, and at the end of each week they release an email or an Instagram post with a link to purchase the ice cream. And because they make such a limited amount and the quality is high again, they have a lot of hype. They're able to price each pint really high at $12 a pint, and they sell out within an hour each week. So with these elements of quality, limited supply, high demand, with the additional no resale value that you have in hospitality when you're consuming products, I believe this model works perfectly in this industry. My company is already implementing this model more and more within our business, and I would encourage anyone with a creative business idea to attempt to do the same. Thank you.